Hi there, I'm Matt Butler from Arbury Motor Group. Here we have the eye-catching new Peugeot 408. Yes, this new model sits nicely in the range between the Peugeot 308 and the Peugeot 3008. And it's a fairly difficult car to categorise. It has elements of an SUV with its impressive ground clearance, then the sporty fastback look with the aerodynamic lines towards the rear, and also a bit of a hatchback feel as well. There's really a lot to discover here. So let's take a look. I'm very pleased to say the new Peugeot 408 has arrived in our showrooms, and it's a very exciting addition to the Peugeot lineup. Today we're going to take a closer look, but before we get into the finer details, Peugeot has given you 3 different trim levels with this new model, starting with the Allure, then the Allure Premium, and then the GT. All the trim levels give you the option of either a 1.2 litre petrol engine or a plug-in hybrid. Also, all the variations are automatic transmission. The trim level we have today is the GT with the petrol engine. So let's start just by taking a look around the exterior of the new Peugeot 408. The colour here is the fantastic Obsession Blue, which is exclusive to the 408. You also have the choice of the Nera Black, Cumulus Grey, Titane Grey, Elixir Red and the Pearlescent White. A really nice selection of colours to choose from. So the front of the car now is the second model Peugeot has released with the brand's new badge, the Lion Shield. Now, if you did see our review of the Peugeot 308, you will know that this badge is made out of Indian metal, which allows the driving assist radars to be hidden behind it, but still work to help keep you safe on the road. It's a massive win for design and safety. Also, you may notice the front bonnet here, it also shared with the Peugeot 308. And like that, they have the monogram displayed on the front. Here you've got the 408 monogram, really, really nice. Now, if we look back to the grille that surrounds the shield, it has this sunburst effect, and either side are the trademark fang-style daytime running lights that also house the indicator lights as well. And it really does make the Peugeot stand out. You immediately know in the dark, just from seeing these lights, that it's a Peugeot, and I absolutely love that. It's like their little stamp trademark. Just above that, you have these ultra compact and sleek full matrix headlights as well. Now on the side here, you see that the car does have really good ground clearance, like an SUV would, but also at the top of the car, it doesn't actually feel that tall. So it's an interesting one there. Again, we see the Lion Shield, which indicates that this is the GT trim level. You also have the 19-inch graphite alloy wheels with the star center cap and the Lion badge there again. However, you can also upgrade for the 20-inch monolith style alloys on the GT hybrid version of the car, which is very unique and apparently creates an unusual effect when driven at low speeds. If you've seen that, I'd be intrigued to know, let us know about it. Carrying on down the car, we have this beautiful black trim that sort of surrounds the windows, and also the black wing mirrors that actually house the indicator lights as well. It also has privacy glass here on the rear windows going all the way around the back as well. You also have these really chunky door handles, which they're not fancy at all, but they're super, super solid. And I really like that. Now, Peugeot has indicated that this car does have various feline looking elements. Now, it has been pointed out that from this angle you're looking at, the car does look like a cat on its haunches, ready to pounce. I don't know, you can decide that. That, along with these cat ears on the back of the sporty fastback style roof here as well. They hide the hinges on the boot opening, but also play a part in the aerodynamics, pushing the air over the center of the car for more stability. Then on the rear of the car again, we have these feline touches with the signature claw LED lights. And in between that, you have this really nice gloss black trim that connects the two lights together and also houses the Lion Shield badging once again. It's really nice. The only thing I wish I could change about this particular car is the registration plate. So let's take a look inside. The interior has some really nice clean lines across this dashboard, as well as using some really lavish and quality materials. Beyond the steering wheel, you have the latest generation of Peugeot's i-Cockpit, which is designed so that you can keep your eyes on the road and just glance down above the steering wheel and see all the important information in your eye line. Also, what is really nice on the GT version is the 3D layering effect on the i-Cockpit. So you have a layer of information at the back of the screen and then a hologram that projects important information closer to the foreground so the driver can be more reactive. It actually looks really nice 3D effect. I think it's very cool. In terms of the steering wheel, it really is unique again. It feels very agile and sporty. It's almost like a Formula One steering wheel. It's got these paddle gear selectors. It's got the functionality for the radio, your media, volume, telephone, and even voice activation and other driving aids. This GT model also has a heated steering wheel, which is very nice for those winter months, and this really nice GT style badging on the bottom here as well. Now just here to the left you have the large 10-inch HD touchscreen infotainment system that comes as standard across the range. Now what is really nice, it's very crisp and clear, and actually that's pretty responsive, I would say. You know, it's pretty quick and looks really nice. You can also connect it to Android Auto and Apple CarPlay wirelessly as well. On hybrid versions of the new Peugeot 408, you'll be able to see the charging status of the vehicle and when you're driving, how much energy you have left, whether it be electric or fuel. And also heat or cool your car remotely using the My Peugeot app on your telephone as well. Underneath we have these iToggles, which are basically shortcut buttons that you can use for quick shortcuts to get to the places you use the most on your menu. And you can customize these very easily as well. Now underneath these you also have these physical piano shortcut buttons as well as your volume. You also get dual zone heating for comfort of the passenger and the driver separately, and it's worth mentioning that in the center console you have a wireless charging pad for your smartphone, which is always handy. You also get a USB-C charging port and a 12-volt plug under there as well. Underneath here you have two cup holders, nice, useful, where you would want them to be. And you've got a little compartment here to hold your keys in, which is very handy. Also underneath the armrest as well, you get quite a large storage bin here, and also has a USB-C plug in there if your passenger wants to charge their phone as well. And it's a nice little light in there for if you're searching for things in the dark as well. And then just under here, you've got your glove compartment, which is actually pretty big. It's felt lined, very nice indeed. Now moving to the back seats, you get loads and loads of leg room here. And you've also got USB-C charge points in the back here as well, so everybody can charge up. And in terms of seat upholstery, you get the fractal embossed fabric in the Allure and Allure Premium models. For the GT, you have either blue or black Napa leather or Frax knit tri-material Alcantara, which I have to say, it's my personal favorite. This is what's in here and it looks very nice. One thing to mention, because of the fastback design and that lower roof line, if you are looking to transport taller passengers that are over 6 foot in the back, then do have a real thing. I'm about 5'10", and this is fine for shorter journeys, but it might be something you want to consider in that situation. Now, a really lovely feature of this boot is that you get the automatic open as standard, which isn't a new feature by any means, but it's really handy to have if you've got your arms full of shopping. You simply wave your foot underneath and it will open the boot automatically. You can also use a key or a little button near the driver's seat. All super convenient and very useful indeed. Now, in terms of the capacity you get 536 litres on the petrol model, and the hybrid has 471 litres because of the extra batteries taking up the room underneath. However, if you do need more space, you can easily fold down the seats using these levers just here, and now you have 1,611 litres to play with. So let's talk engines. At launch, this car comes with just 3 powertrains, 1 petrol and 2 hybrids. The petrol model we have here is a 1.2 litre, which produces 130 horsepower. The two hybrids are paired up with a 1.6 litre PureTech petrol engine, which will produce between 150 or 180 horsepower, depending on the size you go with. And if you are interested in a pure electric powertrain, then that is coming fairly soon to the lineup. So this here is the 1.2 litre petrol engine, so let's go and see how it drives. So the first thing to point out is this compact gear lever selector just down here. What that allows you to do is cycle through reverse, neutral and drive. Also on this petrol version you have an M mode, which stands for more of a manual mode, which allows you to use your steering wheel paddles to cycle up and down the gears as you wish, and it gives you that manual sort of way of doing things. However, in the hybrid version, that M is actually replaced with a B, and the B stands for regenerative braking. And what that allows you to do is when you take your foot off the accelerator, it allows for regenerative braking, which puts more energy back into the battery in the car. So it gives you more further range to work from. Now, a bit further down the center console, you have the drive mode selector, which if you cycle through this on here, you've got the sport mode, normal mode and eco mode. On the hybrid version of the car, you also get a fully electric mode. Now, another thing that I've immediately noticed is how comfortable these seats are. When you put the accelerator down, they really sort of lock you in place, but at the same time just feel really, really comfortable. The handling on this is great as well. It's very responsive, and for what looks like a bigger car, it's actually really easy to control and doesn't roll around the corners at all. It almost feels like a smaller car in that respect. One thing to say about this car is it has really impressive safety technology on board. You obviously get your airbags and air curtains all around. You get child safety locks. You also get automatic door locking when you pull away. You get various driver attention alerts. You also have the active safety braking system, which is designed to avoid collisions by braking or to lessen the severity of the impact of a collision by reducing your speed. You get lane keep assist, which will flash up indicators on the instrument panel if you do go outside of the lines on the road. However, if you do end up going outside of the lines, it will also nudge the steering wheel to not only keep you in lane, but also act as a bit of a warning as well. Now on Allure Premium and up, you also get adaptive cruise control and blind spot detection. Now another lovely feature you get as standard is the reverse camera, which is displayed super clearly here on your touch screen. So there you have it, the wonderful new Peugeot 408, a superb car with a really unique look, quite literally in a class of its own. Another amazing design from Peugeot with some wonderful features as standard. If you've got any questions or would like to try it out for yourself, then please do get in touch and we'll be happy to give you a test drive in one of our demonstrator vehicles to get you behind the wheel. Arbury has Peugeot locations here at Walsall, Bromsgrove, Leamington Spa, Stourbridge, Nuneaton and Lichfield. So wherever you are in the Midlands, we can help. Thanks for watching and I hope to see you soon at Arbury. Bye for now.